and welcome to the Teaching Corner. Today we're going to be talking about touch points. Touch points is a strategy that I use with students who are struggling to learn their math facts. Sometimes I get students in the 3rd, 4th, or 5th grade that have tried to learn math facts via rote memorization and they just aren't able to do it. So I use this strategy to help them. Now I'm going to show you how I use touch points in my classroom, but I'll put a link down below where you can get training and learn more about touch points. They do have an entire curriculum, but I typically use it with whatever curriculum the teacher is using in the classroom, and I just modify what they're doing so that my students are able to access it. So today what we're going to do is learn the touch points for the various numbers. The nice thing about touch points is you only have to learn 9 numbers, and then after that you know all of them because they just repeat themselves. So you don't have to learn any touch points for 0, so it's just numbers 1 through 9. If you're teaching really young students, you might be teaching these one at a time. Oftentimes, like I said, I'm getting older students, so depending on the age, if they're 1st or 2nd grade, we might do just the numbers 1 through 5 on day 1, and then the numbers 6 through 9 on day 2. Or if I'm teaching slightly older students, 4th grade, 5th grade, we might do all the numbers in one day. So it depends on your situation and your students. So what I tell students is the touch points, we're going to put dots on the numbers to represent how many each number represents. So for 1, it's going to have 1 touch point. And I tell my students that you put a dot on the top of his head. And I use silly little sayings because kids remember it and then they think it's funny, and so it helps them remember. So on 2, we do our nose and our toes. Then on 3, we do our nose, our belly button, and our toes. Now 4, it's really important that you make your 4s like this, and I'm going to show you why in a second. But if you happen to have a curriculum that does like the triangular 4 at the top where it touches, you may want to rewrite some worksheets just so that they get in the practice of doing 4. We go 1, 2, 3, 4. And I ask my students to tell me what shape does that look like, or if you're doing geometric shapes, you know, what does this look like? And either they can tell me a box or they could tell me that it looks like a square. And we talk about it has 4 sides, it has 4 points, and this is really important. I make a big deal out of this, and you'll see why in a couple of minutes. Then for 5, we touch his nose, the top of his neck, the bottom of his neck, his belly button, and his toes. So for all of the numbers 1 through 5, every dot is a single touch point. Now on numbers 6 through 9, we're going to have what's called double touch points. This means that every time a student touches one of the touch points, they're going to touch it 2 times. And we make it a double by putting the dot in the center and a circle around it. I also teach the students that anytime you see a straight line, or semi-straight line, every straight line is going to have 3 double touch points. And we say this over and over and over again to help them remember it. So 6 is going to have 3 double touch points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you just want to make sure that they stay on that line. 7 is also going to have 3 double touch points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we put 1 on the tip of his nose. Now if you remember, I said to make a big deal about the fact that this made a square or a box. And if you'll notice, I didn't start my 6 under the 1. I started my 6 under the number 2. The reason being is when we get to 8, I tell my students that 8 is the brother or the cousin of 4, whatever analogy you want to use. And I ask them again, what shape did we do when we drew a 4? And they'll tell you a square or a box. And you're going to say we're going to do the same thing with the number 8. This time, however, we're going to make double touch points. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then finally on the number 9, because it has a straight line, it's going to get the 3 double touch points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you make a smiley face in the middle, 7, 8, 9. Some of the kids really love drawing the little smiley face at the end. Some of them don't, depending on the age of your student and their personality. Any way is fine. I teach it this way. The new way in the new books has another double touch point and then a single dot on the outside of the circle. But again, I'm a stickler for consistency, and I've already drilled in with my students that every time they see a straight line, it's 3 double touch points, and that's all the touch points that they're going to see, double touch points that they're going to see. So that's why I like the way they used to do it with the 3 dots in the middle. But of course, that would be your choice. So after you've taught your students all of the touch points, the next time they come in, you'll draw the numbers on the board, and as the student is writing the touch points, they're going to count. So for 1, they would say 1. For 2, they would say 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we'll do this for a couple of times for a couple of weeks until the student just has it ingrained in them where those touch points are so they can use it in addition and subtraction. So I hope this video was helpful. If it was, please like and subscribe, share it with others, and I'll see you later. Bye!